let's cook a hot dog. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my barbecue pit. What we're doing this week is we're going to make a butter bath hot dogs. And the way I got the idea for this was last week I made some butter bath steaks and they were amazing. I couldn't believe how good that steak turned out. And so I started thinking, what would be good in a butter bath? Then it occurred to me, hot dogs. Hot dogs would be good in a butter bath. But then I thought, well, yeah, butter bath is good, but you know what else is good? Beer. So we're gonna make a beer and butter bath hot dogs. I've got my cast iron pan over there on the fire getting hot. I've got some wonderful, these are my favorite dogs. These are Costco dogs. Costco 100% beef dinner franks. And I got this appliance on Amazon. It's called a White Rhino hot dog texturing thing. What you do with this is you press it down on your hot dog and the little appliance thing pops up and it cuts a pattern into your hot dog. There you go. Then you've got this thing to help you remove the hot dog. You see what it does? It cuts like a diamond-shaped pattern into your hot dog. You gotta press a little harder than that though. It textures your hot dog. That's hard to press. Wow, I'm surprised at how hard it is to use. I wasn't expecting that. But there you go, that's what it does. It puts a kind of a diamond-shaped texture into your hot dog. You gotta do both sides, I guess. Press that down again hard. I'm gonna get my hot dogs textured up. Yeah, really hard to press. Kind of made a mess of the hot dog, actually. It's okay, it'll be fine. And we're gonna get these in a beer and butter bath and get them cooking. And then we're going to dress them up like I like them. And what was I gonna say? I wanted to tell you, the idea for the beer and butter bath, well, the butter bath was from the steak video from last week, but cooking them in beer is nothing new because there used to be a restaurant down here in South Florida called Lums. And I think Lums was a national chain, as a matter of fact, because I believe that my friend Dan Robertson once did some Lums hot dogs steamed in beer. That was their claim to fame. Lums hot dogs were steamed in beer, and that was what they were all about. Their hot dogs weren't that good, but steaming them in beer really made a difference. So we're gonna get some, I'll move the camera over there and let you see what that looks like when we get cooking. We're gonna put some butter and some beer in that pan and steam these hot dogs in butter and beer. We don't need to season the hot dogs, they're already seasoned. They've got everything in them. In fact, when you open this package of these hot dogs, you can smell the garlic in there. And that hot dog texturing thing, it's kind of a bust. I don't really think it's that good. Didn't do a very good job. It kind of smashed the hot dog. Anyway, we're going to texture these up and get them in, get the pan going, rocking some butter in there, and we'll cook these hot dogs up, and then we'll dress them up the way I like them. And yeah, oh, in the iCard, go check out Mr. Smoky Goodness. He did a video about Lums hot dogs once. So yeah, it's been a lot of years, Dan, huh? But still, it's still there, still on YouTube. You can go check that out. And we'll get these hot dogs cooking in a little minute, so stay tuned. My cast iron pan's up to temperature. We're going to drop in a stick of butter, get that melted up in there. And also, I've got a nice Miller High Life to drop in there as well. Miller High Life beer. Beer and butter bath hot dogs. That's what this is about today. Get that butter melted down in our butter bath, beer and butter bath. We don't need to season that at all because the hot dogs have enough garlic and so forth in them already. Just need to get that butter melted and we'll drop in the dogs. Stay tuned. Okay, the butter's melted. You know, that hot dog texturing tool, that was kind of a bust. I'm a little disappointed with that thing. So get our dogs in there and let them swim around in that beer and butter for a while. And just let them steam in there for a while, and then we'll take them out of there after they get a little bit of cook on them, and then we'll give them a good sear, and then we'll dress up our dogs the way I like them, and we'll be eating hot dogs and drinking beer before you know it. So stay tuned. All right, my dogs have been steaming along in the beer for about 15 minutes. I'm going to get them out of there, set them off to the side here. And I want to get my pan off the fire because I want to give these dogs a quick sear on the hot fire. Let me get my glove on so I can move this pan. My glove on, move this hot pan full of butter and beer away from there. There we go. Now we can get the dogs right on the hot fire and just give them a quick sear just to make them nice. There you go, that's what you want. You want to see those grill marks on those dogs. And that texturing tool is a piece of crap. I'm sorry I paid the money for it. Really didn't work. But yeah, the dogs have been steamed in butter and beer and textured. We're just gonna cook them a little bit on the hot fire just to get a little bit of, just a little sear on those dogs. You know, you like your dogs to have a little bit of sear on them. And yeah, they're just about done. We can get them off there and dress them up the way I like them. So stay tuned. Okay, the dogs are done. I'm going to dress two of them up the way I like them, which is Brooklyn Bomber style. I have some sauerkraut. Put some sauerkraut on one side of the dog. I'm going to do two of them that way. Sauerkraut on one side, like that. Kraut. Then I have some Sabrett cooked onions, pushcart style cooked onions that we're going to put on there. They call that Brooklyn Bomber style. Cooked onions and sauerkraut on that one and this one. Oh man, those cooked onions are so good. Sauerkraut's good too. Did you know that sauerkraut is one of the most healthiest things that you can eat? It has more vitamin C than an orange. Okay, get some more of them, some more of that cooked onion and sauerkraut. A little bit more sauerkraut on that one. And of course we have some mustard. And if you put ketchup on your dogs, we can't be friends. So we're going to try to make a squiggly pattern with the ketchup, with the mustard, and it's not working out, but that's okay. This one gets mustard too. That's got a nice little squiggly pattern on that one. Then we got some sweet relish. This one's for my wife. I don't know if she's going to eat it or not, but I made it for her. This is a Costco style with sweet relish on one side and raw onion on the other. Just dribble on some of that raw onion and mustard. How do those dogs look? Not too shabby, huh? That's, you know what we need to do now is we need to get a beer and give that a taste test. So stay tuned. My dogs are done, dressed up the way I like them. Here's the Frosty Root Boy mug. Here's today's beer. Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA Limited. 6.8 ABV. I like it when they print it on the can big enough for me to read it. Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. This is a good IPA, but you don't want to cook with an IPA. If you're going to cook hot dogs and beer, you want to use a lager. So anyway, yeah, let's pour out some Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. It's a nice dark beer. Looking good for an IPA. For an India Pale Ale, it's not very pale. It's very dark, actually. And look at the head on that. It's kind of almost malty. A malty looking head. A beautiful beer. I believe I had it before, but it's been many years. Let's quaff the froth off of it. Wow, it's very malty. For an IPA, it's very dark and malty. Let me turn the camera around and I'll try to get some of one of these dogs in my mouth. Stay tuned. All right, my dogs are done. How do they look? Not too shabby, I'll tell you what. I can't wait to get a bite of this one. Get this one in my mouth if I can. Look at that. That's what you call a hot dog right there. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. Wow. I want to wipe my mouth. I want to hold the dog up in front of my face to give the AI something to work with. You know, it's going to do a stupid... it's going to do a stupid thing where it's got my mouth wide open and the dog going in it, you know. There's a hell of a shadow there for some reason. And I'm going to have like a big goofy smile on my face. You know, I've been using that vidIQ thumbnail maker. And it's, I don't know, it's working because I'm getting views and I'm getting subscribers. So anyway, yeah, that's my hot dog. Looks good, doesn't it? How about me? I don't look that good. That's a good hot dog. I gotta take another bite. That's how good they are. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. That's just the way I like my dogs. It's cooked. Did steaming them in beer and butter make a difference? Not really, because I seared them on the hot fire afterwards, and that's what you really taste. Taste that char. You don't really taste the beer or the butter. So anyway, babies, that's my video. Didn't work out as good as I thought it would, but it's okay. You know what I always say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go on the iCard, check out my brother from another mother, Dan Robertson. I'm going to link to his video, Lum's Hot Dogs, steamed in beer. You can learn all about Lum's and Lum's Hot Dogs. They must have been nationwide because he's in Nebraska and I'm in Florida. So yeah, Lum's was a big thing here back in the day, back when I was in high school, a long time ago. Anyway, you know what I always say, babies. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go open the iCard. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. And this Sierra Nevada Fresh Hop is very good beer. I'm going to finish this off and finish my hot dog. And come back next week. We'll see you all later. Okay? Bye!